Hello, teacher Janilis. This is my explanation about my study that I applied in the Mega Colegio Los Araujos, that is a public school located in the south of the city of Monteria. Well, I applied these two instruments to 25 students of second grade. Well, the two instruments consist in the first one was a questionnaire that I applied where the students should choose one option that they like that should be more comfortable or they like. Well, in this questionnaire we have 8 questions. The first one was how do you feel about learning English? As you can see, here are the results, and also that the results show that most students from a, a second grade have a positive attitude toward English. Almost half of half of them, and 48% of the class really enjoy learning it, while only a small group of 20% find it difficult, suggesting a generally favorable learning environment with some need for differentiation. Well, the second question was what do you want to learn in English? Regarding learning goals, the main interests are reading stories, with 36% of the class that choose this option, and talking with people that 32% of the students selected this option, reflecting curiosity and social motivation typical of young learners. As you know, second grade is a grade composed of many kids. Well, continuing with the questionnaire, the third question was how do you learn best? Well, in terms of learning styles, most students, 64, prefer learning to reading and writing, followed by singing, listening, or drawing. This indicates the need to combine visual, auditory, and creative activities to address diverse preferences. Well, the fourth question was what activities do you like in English class? Well, the favorite classroom activities are making craft and listening to stories, as you can see, with 48% and 44%. Well, showing a preference for creative and narrative tasks rather than movement based activities. Well, continuing with the questions. Um, Fifth question: how easy is English for you? Well, most of the students find English easy, and that are the 76% of the students, but 24 of them experience some difficulty, so extra support is needed for those who struggle. Well, the sixth question is what helps you learn better? Well, the most helpful factor identified where teacher helps, listening, and working with friends. While grading was seen as less supportive, this highlights the importance of teachers' guidance and collaboration. Well, the seventh question is do you need help with something in English class? As for areas needing support, writing and listening were the main challenge, aligning with the previous findings. Well, as you can see, um, um, 32% of the class need helps in listening and writing, followed by 20% of reading and 12% of speaking. And also, one student didn't answer this question. Well, the eighth question is, how do you feel in English class? Most of the students feel happy, that is the 48%, or okay, that is the 40% in English class, with only a few feeling nervous. This reflects a generally positive emotional climate that can be strengthened with continued encouragement and confidence building activities. Well, that's all for this instrument that is questionnaire. Continuing with the next instrument that was a test. Well, as you can see, here are the results. Well, these results show that most of the students in second grade show a strong listening and reading skill with 84% of the class, as they can understand basic vocabulary, follow instruction, and connect words with image. Well, writing is more challenging. Only 60% of the students can write simple sentences or personal information correctly. So more practice with spelling and sentence structure is needed. Well, speaking is the weakness area with just 40% of the students able to express short phrases. Students need activities that build oral confidence, such as repetition, role playing, and guided speaking tasks. Oral comprehension skills are strong, but writing and speaking require more focus and support and interactive practice. And that's all for my explanation. Thank you for watching.